Okay, we're back to call Juarez Gunslinger. Apparently something decided that it was a good time to install updates that didn't ask me if I wanted to install any. So let's hope this picks up where it left off.
Thank you, darling.
There we go.
It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Alright, time to take down Dalton, motherfuckers.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
They call me Bounty Hunter.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street. The story was Bob Dalton's world was always writing about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, he'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right. It's the woman's fault.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property.
Yep, got him.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We gotta wait for something.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
Stop blending in with the scenery, you bastards.
He went in there alone to confront those criminals. One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
You're going, dumbass. That rifle's mine.
He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild puppy.
Ooh. I guess this game just doesn't like being recorded.
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
Ooh.
Like Jim Boone and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Pimp guns.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
I like the pimp cannons.
Brother, I'm gonna make it. Over there! That side of me. What the hell? Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving dogs. His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
Oh, damn it.
It was early evening, not high noon.
Sorry, kid, this bullshit.
Daltons blew up a safe, and we're all set to hide. I was late to the party, and Coffeyville was already up in arms. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies. I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob two banks at the same time in the same town, but they still had friends in Coffeyville. So you're on two now. Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs. Truth is, they were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't. The problem was, they knew the town better than I did. Those boys. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout in town.
Did the Daltons
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins. And they were shooting at the Browns, which wasn't any surprise, because those two families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to... The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work. It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Damn head clean off!
Shit. Ow!
Gonna send you to the bone orchard.
Goddamn, he is dumb. Headshot's hunting shit.
You are dead, law dog. I'm gonna plant you where you stand.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeyville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
He's too stupid to die.
But I have to admit,
No, 2 pimped out sawed-off shotguns can cause catastrophic damage. Everything's more effective when you put gold on it. Apparently.
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
Somewhere in
Can't
Missouri.
get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
More shot and shotgun, eh? Faster rifle reload. Seems like a good idea.
Track 'em to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
Ain't no way you getting away from me, boy. I have a whole convenient army with me. With torches. Ooh, hi.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course. So we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color. Red as blood.
Thanks. It's one of the colors I have trouble seeing, asshole.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Plant them where they stand!
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm. So I had to face them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause. The point being, I was under serious attack. And my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, fuck my life!
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
I hit the wrong button. I threw dynamite at my face and almost blew my ass to smithereens.
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running through the bushes. Of course, I followed them.
After I took a couple pot shots at them, but they had
That
plot
goddamn
armor.
swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started